Did you know that a single torpedo nearly ended the USS North Carolina's career during World War II? Explore the thrilling accounts of this legendary battleship and the courageous crew who brought her back from the brink. The USS North Carolina's story began with a bold vision. Picture this. The year is 1937, and a massive new battleship designed to be the fastest and most powerful of her kind is being laid down at the New York Naval Shipyard. She would become the first fast battleship built for the United States Navy under the Washington Treaty, a vessel destined for greatness. Laid down in 1937 and completed in April of 1941, she was a marvel of modern naval engineering, equipped with 9 16-inch guns, an upgrade from the originally planned 14-inch battery thanks to a clause in the London Naval Treaty. Despite this massive firepower, the vessel's construction adhered to treaty limitations, making her nimble and quick, yet heavily armed. The outbreak of World War II quickly put the USS North Carolina to the test. In December 1941, following Japan's surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, North Carolina was on high alert. She was initially assigned to counter a potential sortie by the German battleship Tirpitz, but when that threat failed to materialize, she was swiftly transferred to the Pacific Theater. It was in the vast waters of the Pacific that North Carolina would truly make her mark, joining the Guadalcanal campaign to provide crucial support during one of the United States' first major offensives against Japan. In August 1942, the USS North Carolina served as a guardian to aircraft carriers during the Battle of the Eastern Solomons, shooting down several enemy aircraft. This battle was a vital part of the Guadalcanal campaign, where North Carolina stood as a steadfast protector against relentless Japanese attacks. The ship's anti-aircraft firepower was instrumental in shielding the carriers, demonstrating her importance as part of the fleet's defensive backbone. Her precision and power did not go unnoticed. The sailors knew they could count on North Carolina in the heat of battle. The following month, disaster struck when a Japanese submarine successfully launched a torpedo that hit the battleship below the waterline. The damage caused a significant breach, flooding compartments and creating a dangerous list to port. Despite the substantial impact, North Carolina's crew worked tirelessly to stabilize the ship. Alarms blared, and the crew moved swiftly through smoke-filled corridors, sealing bulkheads and counter-flooding other compartments to correct the dangerous list. The atmosphere was tense, with every sailor focused on their task, knowing that their actions could mean the difference between survival and sinking. Thanks to their relentless efforts and coordination, they managed to stabilize the ship and prevent further damage. The damage was extensive, but thanks to the dedication and skill of her crew, she remained afloat and operational, continuing her duties after a brief repair period at Pearl Harbor. The resilience shown by North Carolina and her crew was a testament to their determination and the robust design of the vessel. After repairs, North Carolina returned to the front lines, participating in campaigns across the Central Pacific in 1943 and 1944. From the Gilberts to the Marshall Islands, and later in the Marianas, North Carolina provided both shore bombardment and air defense, proving her versatility time and again. During the Battle of the Philippine Sea, known as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot, she was part of the formidable screen protecting American carriers as they decimated Japanese naval aviation. Her anti-aircraft batteries roared to life, helping to ensure the safety of the fleet during one of the largest carrier battles in history. Later in 1944, while undergoing a refit, the USS North Carolina narrowly escaped Typhoon Cobra, a storm that wreaked havoc on the fleet, capsizing 3 destroyers. The typhoon was a stern reminder of the uncontrollable dangers faced not only from enemy forces, but also from nature itself. North Carolina's solid construction and the skill of her crew enabled her to weather the storm without major damage, further proving her resilience. In 1945, North Carolina continued to play a critical role in offensive operations, supporting both the Iwo Jima and Okinawa campaigns. Her 16-inch guns provided vital fire support for troops ashore, while her anti-aircraft armament protected the fleet from kamikaze attacks. Off Okinawa, the The ship's guns blazed as wave after wave of kamikaze planes attacked. In one instance, friendly fire from another vessel accidentally struck North Carolina, killing 3 and wounding many others. The realities of war were stark, yet the crew pressed on, displaying remarkable bravery in the face of danger. Following Japan's surrender in August 1945, North Carolina was assigned to Operation Magic Carpet, tasked with bringing American servicemen home. She made her way back to the United States, her decks now crowded with returning soldiers who had fought in distant lands. The ship that had once been a vessel of war was now a symbol of hope and homecoming, evoking powerful emotions for both the crew and their families. For the sailors, it marked the end of a long journey filled with hardship and sacrifice, while for their loved ones, it was a moment of overwhelming relief and joy, a testament to the resilience and bravery that had brought them safely back home. The transition from wartime operations to peace was a poignant moment for the crew and their families, symbolizing the end of a long and grueling conflict. After the war, the USS North Carolina served briefly along the East Coast before being decommissioned in 1947. She was placed in reserve, and for many years her fate was uncertain. In 1960, the ship was slated for scrapping, but a campaign led by North Carolina citizens saved her from the breaker's yard. The dedication of these individuals transformed the battleship into a floating museum in Wilmington, North Carolina, where she remains today. The North Carolina Museum opened its doors in 1962, serving as a memorial to the 11,000 North Carolinians who gave their lives during World War II. Visitors today can walk her decks, exploring the vast gun turrets, the cramped crew quarters, and the command center, gaining a sense of the life experienced by sailors during the war. It is a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made by those who served, and the crucial role played by ships like the North Carolina in securing victory. Over the years, North Carolina has undergone numerous restorations to keep her in good condition. In the early 2000s, significant efforts were made to repair her hull, which had deteriorated due to decades of exposure. A cofferdam was built around her, allowing workers to replace the corroded steel plates and repaint her hull. These ongoing preservation efforts ensure that future generations will continue to learn about and honor the contributions of this remarkable ship and her crew. Today, the USS North Carolina stands not just as a relic of the past, but as an educational tool and a symbol of resilience. Visit this historic vessel to experience the powerful stories of bravery and sacrifice firsthand, and help preserve this important piece of history for future generations. Her journey from a cutting-edge battleship of World War II to a cherished museum is a story of transformation, one that speaks to the enduring spirit of those who served aboard her. She earned 15 battle stars during her service, more than any other American battleship, a testament to her involvement in some of the most intense naval engagements of the war. As sea levels rise, the museum faces new challenges, with flooding becoming an increasing problem at the site. In 2024, a major project was launched to address these issues, creating a living shoreline to protect the area from erosion and improve drainage. This effort reflects the ongoing commitment to preserving the USS North Carolina, ensuring that she remains a place of reflection and learning for many years to come.